Okay, guess I am not fully done with gaming videos.
So that was a f***ing lie.
But it's related to cars, so, close enough. I'm gonna talk about driving cars in the virtual world instead of the real world, because this is what the outside looks like for me.
Well, this sucks.
Okay, today's topic. Modern racing games. You gotta love them, right? Some of them are good, but a lot of them have tons of problems. Microtransactions, grindy mechanics, games being ripped away from you for no reason, with either no means to purchase or even play after the licenses for cars and music have expired. There's a reason a lot of gearheads look fondly back on this one generation of gaming and one particular console. While it may have been the least powerful of the 6th generation of game consoles, it had the widest and most diverse set of racing games out there. There's a reason why the majority of my PS2 collection is racing games, especially if you count my copies of GTA 3 and Vice City and Simpsons Hit and Run as racing games. Look at them. They practically cast a giant shadow over my other games, including my small PS1 collection.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna have to reorganize all this now. Anyway, check out my friggin' Diary of a Wimpy Kid collection. I have almost all the books.
A lot of these games were the canon event for a lot of people getting into cars, and today, we will explore what makes them so great. Okay, grab your memory cards and CRT TVs, and hang out with me and smoke weed and fill our bellies with diet sodas!
Paper out revenge for the PS2.
No thanks. I have to go to work.
Shoot yourself!
Actually, I don't have Burnout Revenge, but it's on my list alongside Need for Speed Most Wanted and TXR3.
Riders on the storm.
It's no secret that the main squeeze of the car world at the moment is 80s, 90s, and 2000s cars. For a multitude of reasons I will spare you the details of. I mean, look, a friggin' money laundering scheme revolving around 80s, 90s, and 2000s cars cropped up from old Daddy Doug. These games provide a window into what it was like driving these cars as brand new, or at least fairly new cars, along with showcasing the revived interest in 60s and 70s muscle cars that were also popular at that time. I just wish the prices were still the same.
I want to die.
Although, I'm not sure how well Gran Turismo 4 credits convert into real-world money. Game consoles had finally gotten good enough that realistic or at least semi-realistic physics could be put into most racing games.
Go back! I want to be
PS2.
Gran Turismo 3 and 4 are still cited as great simulation racers to this day. Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3 and Gran Turismo 4 even have built-in steering wheel controller support. Only issue is, I'm not sure where you're going to find a 20-year-old sim rig for a PS2 laying around. Although a lot of these games do toe the line between realism and fun, such as Need for Speed Underground somehow letting you drift a front-wheel drive car, which is also pretty fun. Not exactly simcade, but not exactly racing sim or arcade racer either. It's kind of a weird area. So many modern racing games focus too much on being a live service experience, and this means that the servers for the game will eventually go offline, and there's no guarantee if the single player will still work, as seen with The Crew. Along with a lot of games being digitally distributed now, they can just rip the game right out of your library if they so feel like it, or make the game unavailable to purchase due to licenses expiring. But with PS2 games, you can buy it once and enjoy it forever. Unless you're my original childhood PS2, Crazy Taxi killed it for some reason. Guess it was just too crazy. Speaking of purchasing, most of these games can be had for a relatively low price, usually $20 to $30, but expect to pay extra if it's an especially coveted game like Midnight Club 3 or Need for Speed Most Wanted. You just gotta dig through the eBay crazies that think they know what they got, and you can still score a good deal and have hours of fun. Gran Turismo 4 is famous for having hundreds of hours of in-game content for a PS2 game. It still blows my mind they managed to cram this much onto a single disc. Another helpful tip is if you don't feel like purchasing these games on eBay for an inflated price, You can also just scour your local flea market and dig through all the AI-generated weird artisan garbage. Or hell, there might even be a game seller at your local car meet. That's actually how I got my copies of Underground 2 and Test Drive. Even if the games did have multiplayer online, the local multiplayer was also peak, which is a game mode that most modern racing games really seem to neglect. Unless you're me, I have no friends. I can almost never get anyone to come play PS2 games with me. So, TLDR, devs actually gave a crap about making a good game instead of milking every last cent out of you to appeal to the shareholders at BlackRock. Think you're gonna start off in a Porsche Carrera or R34 GTR? Fat chance, buddy. You're gonna start with the shittiest car possible, like a Peugeot. French. Or if you're based like me, a Suzuki Wagon R RR. These games actually made you feel like you were putting in the work to get the good cars. Progression is slightly more satisfying, I'll say that. Hell, Need for Speed Underground 1 literally roasts you for whatever starter car you pick, and also gives you shit after the end of the beginning race sequence. Yeah, I have no real idea how to end the rest of this. On to the final segment of the video. Yay! Okay, have the GameCube and Xbox people finished typing their angry comments about how most of these games are available on their consoles too? Thanks for the engagement, by the way. I just mentioned the PS2 specifically because I own one and bring it in the back of my K car to my meets. It's so good, in fact, that a certain someone in a white C35 Laurel copied my idea and made a video about putting a PS2 in his car. Do you have any other thoughts as to why the 6th generation consoles were best? Let me know in the comments below. I will say one thing, Xbox 360 is also a close second in terms of the best racing games of all time, but my Xbox Live account got hacked long ago, and now all my games are off my old 360 and just disappeared. I have been Dita, hopefully more IRL car stuff comes in the future, and stay safe.